Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're watching this video, and if you watched my previous video, you're probably thinking, why is the name of this video not anything having to do with the wedding? Because I said we will definitely have probably in the next video some details about the wedding.
My detector test determined that was a lie.
And so because of that, first of all, don't worry, we're still gonna get all the details about the wedding on Tuesday when my weekly video comes out. We just reached 200 subscribers. Now, when we reached 100, I didn't really do anything to celebrate it. No. So, because we just reached 200 over the weekend, I really wanted to do something, give you guys something as a show of appreciation. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a very, very cool trick. Let's get into the tutorial.
So you're probably wondering what the trick that I'm going to be teaching you today is.
It's kind of a long do trick. I was planning on doing a tutorial and I never did a full-blown tutorial. I kind of hinted at it by doing a video where it was exposed. So today I'm teaching you how to do the cups and the balls. What you're gonna need, then let's get into the main mechanics. First things first, you're gonna need a lot of balls. You're gonna need cups, something to carry all the stuff in, a table, or a hard surface to practice on. And finally, almost the most important thing, you will need magician. I know, I'm sorry, that was dumb. It's fine. Just now that you have your stuff, let's get down to the card table. I just used 3 solid steel cups. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to buy this exact type. As well as this, I use a magic stick, my bag that I have all the stuff in, my big loads, which in this case is the sponge balls on the left side, the other balls on the right side, right here like this, and as well as this, I have my magic wand. I have 3 solid empty steel cups. I say as well as this, I have not 1, not 2, but 3 balls, and then I say in a magic stick. Now I'm gonna show you guys just what I do. This is my jokes, what I do in the routine. I say, now you know it's a magic stick because if you throw it in the air, it vanishes. No, I'm just kidding. It probably looks better from that side. You can see I'm just sticking it behind my hand. Now we'll get to the real magic. I come in here and I grab the ball. If you guys don't know already, the main mechanic is just cupping it between your ring finger and pinky so that whenever you want to, you can load the ball. I have the ball in here. I'm tipping, but I'm putting it here, pulling back as I come away, right? So really fast, it looks like much closer like that. So I say, now we're gonna start by vanishing this first cup, and I load it here. I do a false transfer, and I whack it and make it look like it vanished, and again, I still have this ball in my hand. I say, watch, I'll do it again with this second one, and again, I do a false transfer, and then I say, and the last one, this last one, we do the same thing, and I say, in this one, I'll show you I really am getting rid of it, and I drop it into the pouch. And now at this point, I say, watch closely. If we give a tap on each of the cups, it actually appears, each one, back underneath the ball the cup that it came from. And again, I immediately grab the ball inside my pouch to set up for the next phase. It started out as a gambler's routine. I say, we'll get rid of 2 of the balls. I load it again, and I do a false transfer, but instead of vanishing it, I pretend to put it in my pouch. I go for the one on the left, do the same thing, load it, false transfer, and I can actually put this one in the pouch, and then I say in this last one, this is the one that they would normally tell you to follow when this was the gambling game. Now then I do it very slowly. I'm gonna end up exactly where I started, but I basically switch these like this so that I'm moving like that. It's still in the middle, and then this one I do like a fake where I just tap the glass, and then I ask them, it doesn't matter what they say, but I ask them, do you think that the ball is under cup A, cup B, or cup C? And so because we already have a ball under each one, and I do want to get this up a little bit so that you guys can see, let me make sure that that's good, you can see the pouch as well, because I'll move it a tiny bit back so so that you guys can see this a little bit better, just because I want you to see which balls I'm grabbing. And so I'll kind of show you as I do it. But anyways, I asked them, is it under cup A, B, or C? Now, it doesn't matter what they say, but let's say that they say A. I say, well, you're actually correct, because it is over there, and I load this one immediately. And then I say, but you couldn't have got it wrong, because I even left you one over here. I load that one again. I say, I even left you one over here. This time I'm loading a big ball like this. I say, I even left you one over there. I say, but the crazy thing is that this one comes back. Again, showing, and then I load it one more. And then I say, now I'm going to show you how it's done. Now, this is another gag, but I say, when I say I take the ball and vanish it, that's just like a French drop where I'm pretending to and just dropping it down here at the same time. So I say, when I take the ball and vanish it, I'm not actually taking the ball and vanish it. And so each time I'm just letting it drop and then picking it back up. I say, this is a joke. I say this is exactly what 4 years of no friends looks like. Then I take it here, and now this is the coolest part. We're about to make them think something when we're actually doing the opposite. I say, then I slip it from behind. You think it's been there the whole time, when in reality we have another one, and that one already was there. And so again, I place it here, and then I say, but the crazy part is that this one actually comes back. And this time, this is something that'll take a little bit of practice, but I'm actually not going to take that ball. I'm going to place it down, so now that there's two under there. And then I say, and the best part is that somehow this one comes back again. Now I'm loading another of the big balls. And I say, but now if I asked you right now, how many balls under that metal cup, what would you say? Now, it doesn't matter what they say. As long as they don't say two, you just say, no, there's actually two. If they say two, you can say, you're actually correct, there's two. And so I'm immediately holding this one here, and now this is the best part. I say, look, if I take one away, and again, I'm just doing this like move where I place it over both, I say, somehow we still have two. And I keep doing this a few times, right? So I'm like, somehow we take one away, we still have two. We can take one away, and somehow we still have two. We can take one away, and we still have two. And then I say, all right, it happens every time. Now I'm placing, there's three underneath here. I placed another one, and I say, now, I say, so how many under that middle cup? And now I'm getting ready for this one. They say two. I say, no, there's actually three. Place this here, and I immediately say, now I'm going to do my finale. Now this finale is a complete joke. You'll see in a moment, but it takes their minds and their eyes off of the cups, which is what we want. We don't want them to see or think that I put something else in there. So I say, as my finale, I'm going to vanish all three underneath this cup. What's that over there? No, I'm just kidding. I still have them, right? I really will vanish them. And then sometimes I'll do this gag where I say, I need your help. I want you to say vanish them, and I'll wait till they're saying, like, as they're saying it, and then I'll say on the count of three. Oh, no worries. It still works. They're gone. You don't believe me? I'll check. Yep, those are gone. And of course, these are all just jokes. And then I say, with a flourish, I'll bring them back. And of course, because nothing happened, they're not going to look impressed. They're probably going to just be sitting there. So then I put these in my pouch. And normally I do this with my right hand. And I grab that last ball. And then I say, oh, you don't look that impressed. Maybe this will help. Now, because we have one under each of these, and I have the fourth one in my hand, I pick it up. I say that one, I say because that's one, and I immediately load it again. I say two, and I do this like lifting thing. Three, again with a lifting thing, and then I say, and that's four, and that is the end. Now I'm gonna actually get this on, put it inside, and then show you guys the full performance. Ready, now I'm gonna show you the oldest trick in the book. Here's what it uses. 3 solid steel empty cups. As well as this, it also uses not 1, not 2, but 3 balls, and finally, a magic stick. Now, you know this is a magic stick, because if we throw it in the air, it's gone. I know, it probably looks better from that side, right? No, we will do some real magic. Watch closely. No, we'll start with this first one. Watch, if we just give it a whack with the magic stick, it's gone, right? Of course, I just had the second one there. I say, watch, we'll do it again with this second one. Again, we just give it a whack, and it's gone. And of course, the third one is just as fast, but watch, I really will get rid of it. I'll drop it inside the pouch. If I want, I just give it a snap. You can see, with a tap on each of the cups, they actually come back to their original positions underneath the cup. Now, most people don't realize why, but it's simple. See, this started out as a gambler's game. See, they would get rid of 2 of the balls like this, leaving us with only 1 to follow. That's 1 under the middle cup, and then they'd move it around a little. Now, they normally go fast, but I'll go slow. I'll even do a fake out so that you know what happened, and then I'll ask you, is the ball under Cup A, Cup B, or Cup C. Now, if you said Cup A, you're actually correct, absolutely correct, but you couldn't have got it wrong because I even left you one over here. As a matter of fact, I even left you one over here, but somehow this one actually comes back, and now I'm going to show you how it's done. See, when I say I take the ball and vanish it, I don't actually take the ball and vanish it, right? You can see that this is exactly what 4 years without a social life looks like. Now, then I slip it from behind, you think it's been there the whole time, and yet somehow this one actually comes back, but that's not the best part. This one comes back as well. And now, if I asked you right now, how many balls under that middle cup, what would you say? If you said 2, then you're correct. But somehow we take one away, there's still 2. We can take one away, there's still 2. We can take one away, and somehow there's still always 2. So if I asked you right now, how many under that middle cup, what would you say? If you said 2, well, no, there's actually 3. And now, for my finale, I'm going to vanish all 3 of these balls from underneath my hand. Watch closely. What's that over there? No, give me some credit. They're still there. I was just joking. Now, it did vanish. Yep, you don't believe me? I'll check. Those are gone. And now with a flourish, they come back. Now, I may have boggled that up a little bit. You don't look that impressed. But maybe this will help because that's not 1, but 2, but 3, and of course, 4. And that is the end. I know it's a lot. It's a big routine. It's a big trick. But trust me, guys, when you get it down, it is an amazing trick. It blows people's minds. It's so fun. But I do hope that I went slow enough that you guys can learn. If you have any questions, comment it down below, guys. Let me know. Of course, subscribe because when we reach 300, who knows? Maybe we'll have another tutorial of a really good trick. And we reach 1,000. I know we will at some point. When we do, I'm going to teach you guys the sponge balls. It's probably my best trick, if not one of them. So as a huge thank you to when we reach that, I'm going to teach you. So keep subscribing, share this with your friends, tell them to subscribe, like the video for so that YouTube knows I'm getting engagement. Of course, I'll see you on Tuesday, and I'll see you guys in the next video.